I'm Cynthia Wilson-Graham. I'm the co-author of Remembering Paradise Park, a park that was located in Marion County, Ocala, Florida. It existed from 1949 to 1969. It was a segregated section of Silver Springs. The owners of the park owned both Silver Springs and Paradise Park, which was white owners.
Okay.
So I'm here to give you all a little history about Paradise Park. The areas that I see that's flourishing in Marion County is religion.
Okay.
There are many faith-built organizations, and everyone has a church on every corner. The industries that I don't see flourishing is minority-owned businesses. There was a time when we had many minority-owned businesses in certain corridors of Marion County, but all of those businesses are gone. There's little to no businesses in Marion County that's Black-owned businesses that I can see of, other than our local barbershops and beauty cosmetologists. In my personal opinion,
Yes.
economic growth starts at home, but then there are many churches, as I talked about. We could talk about that in the church industry because the church families are so large, and you have certain businesses that operate outside of the church, but the business owner attends the same church as another business owner. So I can see those business owners coming together to actually establish better relationships to make sure that create these businesses that we need for our children to be able to work and then flourish after that. Well, first just start talking about economic growth and how you're going to take care the individuals inside and take care of those individuals who are outside that need that assistance. Oftentimes you have the big churches in communities, and not talking religion, not any particular faith, it's churches in general. It doesn't matter what denomination the church is. I see that that is a forum for the conversation to start. I see the Black community, African American community, however you want to coin the term, they have lost a sense of their purpose. You cannot have your story written by someone else. We have to come together to make our own communities stronger. And whatever that's destroying the communities, we have to be the ones to come in and try to rid that out, working with our counterparts. Because as many businesses as we lose, there's two businesses being established. In that same quarter, they're purchasing the land that we used to own, and now they are building their businesses, renaming it, branding it in our communities. The schools are the same way. We have schools that were in our communities, and most of the schools were African American children, but now you see some of those same schools are predominantly white in the minority community. Well, that's an interesting question, because the things that can be repeated when you don't know your history, when you don't know your past, you can't build on that strong foundation that your forefathers left for you to build on if you don't know it exists. That's how the book came about. I didn't know Paradise Park existed. I didn't know back in the mid-60s that Marion County was predominantly African American. They had city councilmen, they had businesses, the industry, they ran Marion County. But you wouldn't know that information if you had not researched, because it's not documented, it's limited documentation. And even when you go to the libraries, there's still limited documentation as to what those businesses were. So I'm on a mission, one story at a time, to tell those stories that are in catalogs, in magazines, that's in bedrooms underneath mattresses, folded papers in a Bible. I'm on a mission to help those individuals, to let them know that their history is just as important as the next man's history. I think if we could work together as a people together, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of the culture that one comes from, if we can just work together as a people, we would have a greater United States of America.